Hello, guys. Loa'a here with the Scrappy podcast, episode 49. Hanging out with Mary Komomua.
Hi.
How you doing?
Aloha. Thank you so much for having me on your podcast. I'm
For
so
sure.
excited.
Yeah.
Can't wait to start talking about the Healing Card Project and all the different fun, exciting materials I've made.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So, what is the name of your company?
It's the Healing Card Project. You can look it up. I'm on Instagram. And right now I make two things. Products for children
Mm-hmm.
to help learn the language of being emotionally intelligent, and also to learn confidence, to manage and maintain boundaries,
Yeah.
and overall create and maintain healthy relationships.
That's awesome. And then what about for the adults?
For the adults, we're looking at ways to reflect within ourselves and using that as a guide to make a different path
Mm-hmm.
if you want, or to keep going if you like the way it's going.
Got it. So, what was the aha moment that sparked the Healing Card Project?
For me, it was using other people's manifestation and affirmation cards
Okay.
because I was doing that and I could really relate to them, and I know that other people did too, but I thought, you know what? I can do this a little bit different.
Yeah.
And in a way, I wanted to answer the question, so now what? Because all of the different cards that I read was like, oh,
So when you say so now what, you mean like follow up, or like after reading the cards, like what's next?
yeah, like what am I supposed to do with that? How do I make that happen?
Okay, got you.
So
So not just reading the cards, but having some action steps.
yes. So I'm gonna have you shuffle them up
Okay.
and pick one.
Well, here we go. My voice matters, and so does my vision. Manifestation practice. Write down a belief you've been silencing. Affirm I'm always being led to what is meant for me. Nice.
Resonate?
Resonate, yeah.
Okay. So usually with different cards, they just stop with the first part.
Okay.
And it's great.
So you have action steps, yeah.
Yeah.
Manifestation practice and then affirm.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of times especially within our community, it's like, well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? How you gonna do that?
Yeah.
And those are the questions I wanted to answer
Yeah.
in this project.
That's awesome, yeah. I like it. And then this also, like, you gotta spend time with this stuff. You gotta go beach or just find a clear space, clear your mind, and think.
Yes, exactly. I believe that healing is important, not only what you heal from, like identifying this
Okay.
is the stuff, it's timing.
So how does one identify like trauma or like what's going on inside of them to make them wanna do the healing card project?
Okay, so when I went to Australia, I was working at an Aboriginal organization and I learned about transgenerational trauma.
What sparked the move to Australia?
Oh.
That was for school or
My
like
husband was in school over there.
Okay.
Yeah. So he went to medical school there, and I was in an Aboriginal organization.
you just signed up in the Aboriginal organization, or
I applied
you
and got the
applied?
job.
You got
Yeah.
the job. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was very lucky.
Yeah.
It was rural. My mom used to call it Kaunakakai when she would come visit.
Like it was
Rural.
rural,
Yeah.
super rural
Yeah.
Kaunakakai.
Like our next door neighbors had like horses and alpacas, and there was like a blueberry farm down the road. So yeah.
And that was like 30 miles away from everything, or further.
It was kind of far from lots of stuff.
Got it.
Yeah. But while I was so lucky
Yeah.
to be there, I was able to learn a different lens of indigenous healing and cultural authenticity and respect.
Mm.
And in that, I was able to acknowledge,
Yeah.
like, man, we've had generations of trauma that were unchecked,
Yeah.
not healed, and just passed, like, on to the next. So my favorite quote about healing
Mm-hmm.
is going back and understanding, like, you cannot walk into the forest for several generations and expect to walk out in 5 minutes or 1 year.
That's fair. Yeah. I can understand
Yeah,
that.
how far you walked in, you gotta walk out. So if you look at healing in that way, it's about understanding it might be a lifelong journey, and that's okay.
The bushes. Yeah. I'm just thinking. Yeah. I gotta cut some trees down. I gotta make my trail. You know.
Yeah, you gotta clear the way, right?
You gotta clear the way. Yeah.
Yeah, because we don't want to take that stuff out of the forest with us. Sometimes we gotta leave things where they lie.
Right. That's a good point. Yeah. And so this Aboriginal thing you signed up for, how that go?
It was
Which
amazing.
we were talking about. You learned about what multi-generational
Transgenerational trauma.
trauma.
Um,
What's that transgenerational trauma? We
it's,
talked a little bit about it.
it's acknowledging that not only do we have trauma that we're experiencing right now that maybe our ancestors didn't have, like sex
Yeah.
trafficking or, online violence and random acts of violence, all these
Yeah.
different things.
Domestic violence.
And that
spouse
might
abuse.
also be something that was experienced long time ago. But at the end of the day, every generation, when you go back, had to deal with something. And if they didn't heal from it, if they just kept walking into the forest versus turning around, coming back,
Mhm.
finding themselves.
Is this idea of like healing new? Because let's just go back to when they overthrew the Hawaiian kingdom, okay? And all our people have been subject to the white man way of life. It's genocide in just a different way. You know what I mean? Taking away the Hawaiian language, filling up all the lo'i patches with rice, and importing all the canned foods. Hawaiians are number one in obesity, number one in high blood pressure, number one in heart disease.
Mm-hmm.
These are all factors. Hawaiians are healthy. They were beautiful people, but now we're struggling. You know what I mean? So, like, what about that in the transgenerational trauma? What does that look like for the Hawaiian people?
I believe that if you take it back from the overthrow, like you said, that all of those soul crushing moments that our kupuna experienced, that didn't just go nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like it lived within the family, within the home, within yourself, and it just, because you didn't have time, you didn't have the money or different types of freedoms,
Right.
to be able to heal from that, you just stuff it down.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people are angry. Well, more specifically, Hawaiians are angry. About this.
I think unpacking those
Yeah.
feelings, because it's so heavy. We cannot carry everything.
Right.
Cannot. Right? We have to.
You cannot carry
right.
everything.
We cannot. We cannot carry those feelings.
Yeah.
They're too heavy. And I believe that teaching about, okay, this is what you're feeling.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about the root of it. Let's talk about, this is the pain. And let's talk about how you want to heal from that. Because even when the hurt was not your fault, it is your kuleana to heal.
Yes. And then essentially this is bringing awareness to what's going on. If you acknowledge what's going on,
Yeah. a lot of times we stuff it down, right? I
Yeah.
just call it the stuffer, stuff. And then when we're done, when we're full, when we cannot,
I mean, why do we stuff it down though?
because it's painful.
Yeah.
It's painful to acknowledge, like, and say, oh, you know what? This was wrong. I didn't like the way you said that. We don't have
Yeah, that
the
is
coping
painful.
strategy.
I mean, not necessarily painful, but it's like uncomfortable.
Super.
Uncomfortable. But then that's also because that's not taught. You know, we never talked about our feelings growing up, you know, in my household, to say the least. You know what I mean? Neither did mom or dad, you know, ask me how I'm feeling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's I think what you're doing with your Kiki too, right? Teaching him this kind of stuff early on is gonna benefit him long term, 100%.
And after becoming a mom, I think number one, I understand my mom a lot more. And
I bet you do.
Oh yeah. And number two, like, I have to chop down some trees in the forest and create a new landscape for him. So for example, when he like behave how a little boy
Yeah.
like behave, I have to say, oh, hey, no, that's not safe. We're not gonna do that.
Right.
Instead of raising my voice, or I don't want him to get scared. That's
Right.
the other part. Like, I want him to understand when anything happens to you, you come to us. Because if I hear you needed something or got in trouble or something from somebody else,
Right.
that's going to be worse. Like,
Yeah.
I want you to come to me. So I'm your safe space. I will keep you safe with support and care. But also, mommy is frustrated now. She's asked you 2 times. Like, being able to say that without raising the voice. Of course, my tone, right?
Right,
can change.
yeah.
But that's not creating a space where he gonna be angry, afraid, right? Like, or carry all that
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want him to have to stuff down my behavior in a day.
Yeah, that's some next level stuff, you know, for a lot of people, you know. Like, even just working on that alone is something to be
Oh.
aware of and to practice
Yeah.
for parents, you know.
It's
or
not
or
easy.
and not even just for parents, it's just how you deal with other human beings, you know what I mean? When things don't go right, or like if I go to a store and there's attitude with the manager, right, or the way that they act, and I don't like their customer service, how do I respond, you know, to that? So being for me, I gotta constantly, because I'm doing podcasting and I'm out there on on the internet
Yeah.
now, like I gotta check myself more now, because like if I'm calling people to a standard and I'm trying to call myself to a standard, kind of be going out to my community acting a fool. So
Yes.
I see what you're saying. It's, for me, it's keeping myself accountable. Now I'm not perfect,
Nobody is,
yeah,
right?
nobody is. So having
Nobody.
that grace on myself.
Yes.
But I think the awareness is really what this healing card project is gonna do.
Yeah. What is emotional intelligence?
What is emotional intelligence?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So emotional intelligence is about understanding yourself in a way that you can have literacy and communicate very clearly about how you're feeling.
Right there.
That's it.
Say that one more time.
You have literacy and communication skills to share how you're feeling.
To share how I'm feeling.
And then you use that to create healthy relationships, manage and maintain boundaries, and create your own self-esteem.
So, what is one reason people have low emotional intelligence? Is it a lack of education, or is it a lack of desire to be educated, or?
I think,
And is some people gifted with it, like, to be emotionally intelligent more than others, or is it just? I mean, I don't know. 'Cause
I don't know
I think I've
either.
met some people that aren't really emotional intelligent.
I don't know. So I don't ever want to say somebody
Yeah.
cannot.
Right.
But I will say this, trying to learn another language
That's pretty
is
hard.
hard.
It's hard. I get it. Okay.
And
that
this
makes
is
sense.
another language.
Yeah, emotional intelligence is a language.
It's a language.
It
Yeah,
is a
because you're
language.
communicating, right? You're
Yeah.
having that literacy.
Man. So emotional intelligence we were talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. So just having the literacy and what's that other part you said? Literacy and communication
Mm-hmm.
to share how you feel.
Yes. Yes.
I think that also comes with language, like because you said it's like learning a new language. Because recently, I've been communicating with mom and letting her know, Mom, please stop, because like a lot of the stuff that you're sharing, you share it over and over again. It's like a broken record, and I can't carry it because even when she shares the stuff, it feels draining.
Yeah.
And it sucks listening to it. I mean, I already know the story. Like,
So that's a boundary.
Yeah.
And instead of saying, Mom, don't,
yeah,
this is what I mean by it's a new language.
Right.
It's saying, hey, Mom, when you share that kind, I fill in the blank,
yeah,
and it's not good for me. So, you can do whatever. You can say whatever. But I'm not going to just sit here and listen to that. I go and maybe do some other things that I got to take care of. I'm here for you.
like
I'm not saying you.
yeah. And I want to support her. That's why I
Right,
want I want to
You're not
be
controlling or saying anything
Yeah.
to do or no do, but it's more along the lines of checking yourself. Like, oh, I don't like this feeling. It feels, fill in the blank.
right.
And what might be a healthier choice for me is to go do my laundry or whatever.
So how come you don't have like some online classes yet to teach this stuff?
Well,
Like what you just did right there is like perfect. Because you can do what they call that, role play
yeah.
situations,
Right.
and then have the words to say. Because right there, I mean, I already got that on video, so I'll use that. Mom. Instead of don't, right? Because I know don't is a negative word.
Yeah.
So it's it messes with the psyche. So the way that you said that is great. And we need more of that.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We do.
So your next step is video. You gotta the healing card video project.
Hopefully we can. I mean, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I think people can learn, but also it's timing, and it's this place of being really vulnerable and sharing, which is hard.
Well, but now is the time because with so much of what is the name of that? They run so much ads. It's the therapy company.
BetterHelp or something.
BetterHelp.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what
Yeah.
they're doing a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't know. I think because in my head it's a mainland thing. It's not Hawaii. There needs to be like a local tie, to help local people, or more specifically Hawaiians. You know what I mean? And since you're a Hawaiian, you know what I mean. Your audience should be Native Hawaiians because there's so much trauma that we need to unpack, especially the West Side. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And already.
Yes.
So I think this is gonna be great.
I get my own.
Yeah.
That I'm doing the work on.
Yeah.
And nobody gets to walk through life without having gone through stuff. Nobody. We went through a global pandemic,
Yeah.
right? Like
Global.
everybody has dealt with stuff.
Yeah.
Period.
If
Even
anything,
little
the
kids.
pandemic has equalized all of us, right?
Even kids have
yeah.
gone through that. That's huge.
Some people still haven't even recovered from the pandemic.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Businesses, mental health, all of it.
Right.
So,
Connection, right?
yeah.
Or even grief, the loss of loved ones.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think, we need to get the word out more.
Okay. Yeah. You put anybody who wants to come and do a class like that, I'd be down. I would love to do, I call it my picture assignment. It's small, but it really, really impactful, especially with kids or
Okay.
families. I tell them, okay, draw me a picture of what your life looks like right now. They draw a picture, might have some negative things on it.
Right.
And then I say, okay, put that one on the side. Next picture. Draw me what your life would look like if you felt really good about it. What would be there?
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting. Like, people think, oh yeah, big house or no. No, it's I get quality time with so and so. Like, I always have so much fun with them, especially with kids. They write that kind.
Yeah.
Or, you know what? There's not much yelling in the house anymore.
Mm.
Like, there's more laughter. Things
Yeah.
like that. And then the work, the forest, when you're walking, is the in between. How do we go from this picture to that picture? That's the work.
Okay. And working with them on that.
Yeah, or I mean, people can do it by themselves. I'm not saying that they
Right,
need
yeah.
anyone at all.
Right?
But sometimes, like, that's why these cards can be helpful to, like, set some intentions, start the day off, or think about things that way.
Yeah. Yeah, no. That makes sense. What's been the most rewarding thing since you starting? How long you been working on the healing card project?
I started in May.
This May.
Yeah.
The idea or actually executing the idea?
Executing was May. The idea was March.
March.
Yeah.
March. And then what sparked that March?
I just said, okay, I can do this. I can do it. And my son needs it. Because at some point, I would need to teach them this stuff. And I figure, why not now?
So before you started doing this, then what was your mentality prior?
I don't think that I was having any different kind of mentality.
Yeah.
I think this always lived in me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
The timing.
putting it out there now.
Putting it out there.
And feeling confident.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy. You know, people think, like, okay, works of art, right? Like, it's either you love it or you don't love it, or you resonate or don't. But for me, this is not only art, it's my thoughts, it's my feelings. It's like this really deep connection that I feel to not only spread aloha, you know, that's great. But what I really want is to decrease pain.
Decrease pain.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. That's pretty deep right there. Decrease pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's tough being in a household. You know, my dad never beat me. You know, he never did. I remember a couple times him slapping me in the head. But, you know, I learned, like, trauma is not like a whole long dragged out thing. It can be a moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like when I think about trauma, like I think about like constantly, like the first picture that comes to my mind is battle. Like, you know, what I see on TV, war and stuff like that, that kind of trauma. But then as I've been educating myself, learning more, it can be moments.
Yes.
Moments. Like I think one time, I think mom got mad at us, me and my younger sister, and I think she left us in a parking lot at the airport and then came back. But I think ever since then, I think I've had abandonment issues.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Wasn't necessary because I've always had mom and dad around. Like, I mean, I've never felt like they wasn't there. They were always there.
Mm.
So for me, like I was thinking about, like, I forget one conversation I had. I was talking about that, and I was thinking, when was I ever abandoned? There was never a time that, like, I was actually abandoned. You know what I mean?
And you know what's interesting is, as an adult, when we grow up with those types of memories that stick really clearly with us, it can come up in a different way. Like, for example, wanting to feel validated by others.
Right.
It's not about your mom and all that happened, but it's connected.
Yeah. So what are what are some of your goals with the business? Like, what's the next? So you got the cards, and you say you want to publish this book. So
Yeah.
that's one of the things. What's this book right here? Share with the
Okay,
people what
so
this
I
book is.
have a book called PJ the Dump Truck.
What's PJ the dump truck about?
PJ the Dump Truck is about a dump truck who keeps all of his feelings in his truck bed. Okay. And he goes around and he says, "Oh my gosh, my truck bed is full of feelings." And then he tells his friend, "Hey, I get too much, I'm carrying."
You can dig some out.
Yeah. And then they say, "Okay, let's go hui together," right?
Okay.
And then they go on the road. Okay. They travel together. They get fresh air. They go outside. They're
Smell-
talking to each other.
Smell the plumerias.
Right? They smell things, right? You're using your senses.
Yeah.
You're breathing,
Mm.
your vision, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
beautiful
yeah, yeah.
ocean.
Yeah.
Then they get to this lookout. Okay. And then he releases his feelings. They go up in the air. Okay. I think I found what I didn't know. Feelings are fine, but I have to let them go. Okay. Then he's happy with his truck crew, and they're all shining and feeling a little bit lighter. That's him.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
PJ the dump truck. So we're gonna get this book published. We're gonna get it
That's a
published.
goal.
Yeah, that's a goal. And then what else? So I think this is one of the goals. What's the next goal after that?
So
Are these online yet? Do you have the
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have the website?
I have the website.
You have the
It's on my
website.
Insta.
What's the website?
Well, it's a Square
Okay,
website.
Square
Yeah,
website.
yeah. So right on my
Instagram.
Instagram,
Okay.
you can find it. And then I have the Kiki cards that go with the book.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have the adult cards, which are great tools to be able to support while your Kiki is maybe trying
Yeah.
to learn these things.
And so right now your goal is the keiki, mostly focusing on the keiki.
I mean, I go
The
either
Healing
way.
Card Project
What-
is no matter.
No matter.
No
'Cause
matter.
this is about
everybody,
an ohana.
everybody, yeah. Ohana.
Yeah.
All in the ohana.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after they go through these things, and these are the 3 products you have.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So what will continue to inspire you to keep on sharing the word?
I want to create a space and a place for everybody to have access
Okay.
to support each other,
Yeah.
and especially our Kiki, in gaining emotional intelligence. I think it's that important. It's kind of like, okay, we go work
Yeah.
and you spend all day with your coworkers, right?
Right.
Like, you want them to be kind, appropriate, and not only just a professional person, right?
Right.
And can do the job.
Right.
This is about being able to create quality bonds with one
Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
Very hard to do when we don't have the language to express ourselves in a healthy way.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not taught. I mean, it's not like, the education system, especially the DOE, there's nothing about this stuff.
There is some social emotional learning. Like, I believe that, okay, I'm going to hold up.
Okay.
I'm going to say, I believe that Kumu have ingrained things within their classroom, which is fully in alignment with this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, being able to treat not only your students, but even your colleagues, right? Having a level of support, especially in Waianae, it's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
You're not going to find that everywhere.
No.
But you know what? You don't know who's connected or why
Yeah.
or when. So you just need to be behaving
Cordial,
in
yeah.
a way that is,
Socially acceptable.
I think some kumu will raise the bar and expect a little bit more from their haumana. And I think that's great.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not happening. I think that creating the language so that we can all speak on it, that's where it's like hard.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a start, just getting this interview on YouTube, and sharing it, you know what I mean? I think healing is very scrappy in essence, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because it's a battle within, and it's in a fight. After the fight, you got to heal, and so there's been so much fights, but we haven't done the healing.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate this. Is there anything else you wanted to share?
I want to share that this is not the only way. Like, there are a lot of ways that we can work together
For sure.
or heal. Like, this is just
your contribution. This is your contribution to
Exactly.
the healing process.
I want to teach my kid to be part of solutions.
Yes. Solution oriented.
Yes.
I love being a part of solutions.
Yes. Because we get enough problems. We don't need to make any more. We need solutions.
How can I help you?
Right.
Yeah.
And I do believe that everyone has the choice to change.
Yes.
So no matter where you're at, no matter what's going on, we can move in a different way. Who you are today was not the person you were before.
Yeah.
Right? We've all changed in ways. It's just being very clear and focused on those changes.
Yeah.
Because we're going to change no matter what.
Right.
Life going to happen. But how do you move forward? And how do you walk through life in a way that is good for you, good for your ohana, but also you don't have to take anybody's stuff either, right? Like there's
why do people think they gotta take people's stuff, carry other people's baggage? Like, because you could be there, support,
right?
Because, like, for example, right, and I just use my family for example, is like my mom says her life can't move forward because dad keeps on doing these things and it's holding her back. I disagree with that statement because you can say no. I don't have to take on this stuff. You still can move your life forward. But, for her, the thinking is that, they're 73 and 69, so the lifestyle, right? So it's like trying to change your whole lifestyle.
Okay, I get one mantra for that one. Choose your heart. Okay,
Exactly.
I'm gonna pull one different.
Right.
One different scenario, not family based, but it's kind of like this. Waking up in the morning, getting up extra early so you can fit a workout in or, prepare like a healthy lunch or whatever. That's hard.
Yeah,
Okay, that's hard.
That's hard.
And then also walking into your closet, not being happy with how things fit or, having to look and say, oh, what am I going to wear today? This is stressful. That's hard too.
Yeah.
Choose your heart.
Yeah.
Neither is easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
like
always a heart. Choose your heart.
Choose your heart. I like that. Cool. Well, anything else, Mary? Last words for the people on YouTube and on Instagram. How can they find you? What's your Instagram handle?
At the Healing Card Project. Message me, please.
Is it just at the Healing Card Project? Because I thought I saw some underscores in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
At the _healing _ card _ project. Oh my gosh.
Wait, was there another name? That's why you had to put all the underscores? Or you just liked it like that?
I don't even know. I'm old. I'm sorry. I'm old.
Stop it.
This is my first time opening up Instagram. I'm creating something.
It's awesome. You're doing a great job. Love
Thank
the stuff.
you.
Love
Thank
the
you.
healing cards. Thank you so much for your time.
DM me for any orders. I do ship.
Yeah.
So if
and then on your Instagram too, right? There's the link
Yes.
to go to the Squarespace to order these online.
And I will be at the holiday pop-up for In Peace.
Where is that? When is that?
December 6th.
December 6th.
Yeah.
In Kapolei?
Yeah.
That's the one in Kapolei?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll have my cards there. And I'm also at Central Pacific Bank. They have tide pools. So shout out to them.
What do you mean? What is that? Central Pacific Tide Pools. What is that?
they support small local businesses. You
And
can sign up.
Tide Pools. What is Tide Pools? That's the name
It's
of the program.
Yeah, it's their whole lobby. It's beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one in downtown.
Yes.
Oh,
I
so
just
they do
went
like a
there
market
yesterday.
or something?
I just went
Oh.
yesterday. Yep.
Cool.
Yep. So they're amazing. They set up your tables and everything and kind of like,
You just gotta bring your stuff.
yep. Yep.
That's awesome.
And then I will be at Nordstrom's on December 27th. So
Oh,
I'm
so
getting
you're
in there
you're
too.
getting out there then. That's awesome. You're pushing
Yeah.
this stuff.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
awesome.
trying.
Yeah, yeah. I encourage you to get in front of the camera more. You know, like video talk. Do some what they call that, like some role playing. You know, like and
Oh.
some stuff to say. You know, like
Hey, if anybody
'Cause-
wants to message me and volunteer, I'm happy to do that. That's fun.
And you know the other thing too is like I can help you with the video side too. Is like we can come up on a list of role playing that can help you shoot the video. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
for sure. Right on, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Aloha.
Aloha.